charge. He's not charged with religious crimes. Jimmy's also not in jail because of what happened in Hong Kong. Jimmy's in jail for basically a life. What he stands for in his life, but his faith is what drives him, I believe now, and I believe that's what sustains him. That's what keeps him going, is his faith. And I think this is the point, that basically the people I find who stand up in China, whether they be Uyghurs or Christians or anything, the people that kind of stand up to China, they have that faith, and that's what bonds them with people abroad. The Catholics in America have really adopted Jimmy in many, many ways. It helped with Father Sirico's film, The Hong Konger. Other people in the Catholic Church, George Weigel, Bill McGurn, all types of folks, The Pillar, all these guys do a wonderful job covering Jimmy. My question to you on this is like, how would you, again, I'm back to retail politics, that's kind of the word I like. How would you, if you were going about, how would you tell the story of Jimmy to the American Catholic community, to the international Catholic community, in a way that results in, I would say, more pressure on politicians to get a resolution?
I would describe it just like you did, that he's not arrested for politics, but for his faith, but it's what drives him. It's what sustains him, because so many people can identify with that. They're in various walks of life. They have different vocations, but what sustains them is in their soul. And what keeps them going is in their soul. Jimmy Lai could have bailed anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
He had plenty of money. He could, citizenship, Brits, he could have gone to the UK. This guy, he is there because he's a light, and he was willing to take the fire for it. And I would tell that story, but then I'd also lean on the American Catholic Church and I'd say, but you got a role in this. You need to be contacting the bishop and on into the Vatican to press that the Vatican push and change China policy. And you need to press your congressmen and your senators that they need to stand up for religious freedom in China. It matters to the people there of faith, and there's no other country in the world, none, that can stand up for religious freedom like the United States. We're really it. It's not the Brits. It's not the Germans or the French or the Brazilians or Australians. We're it. If this is going to happen, it's going to be us. And if it doesn't happen, it's because we didn't do anything.
With where do you see, Ambassador, the party going? Set aside for the left, we already talked about sort of the left in the Vatican, and the Democrats think they have a great hope in the person who is going to lose the Texas Senate race to whomever the Republicans nominate. But joke there. But, with the president going to China, he's being criticized as having gone soft on China by some of the very people who actually facilitated China's rise. I mean, you sort of see the criticism saying he's not being sufficiently supportive of Taiwan, even though he did previously sign out the biggest arms package for Taiwan ever. But some of the people who are always against helping or recognizing Taiwan are always against pressing China and always believed in the myth of China's peaceful rise and always thought it was an inconvenient time to raise human rights issues, are now critical of him. And there has been a shift seemingly in the second term foreign policy. And as we look ahead to 2028, obviously, there are a number of candidates, and we don't need to get into them. I will just observe, however, that in Secretary of State Marco Rubio, we also have a paid up member of the part of the party that is not non-interventionist, that is not isolationist, that does believe in religious freedom and morality. So do you see the Republican Party going in a good direction?